Nikola Tesla, the forgotten genius who lit up the world. Think of history's most celebrated inventors. Names like Thomas Edison, the Wright brothers, and Henry Ford typically dominate the conversation. However, one man whose groundbreaking contributions continue to impact modern society, though often overlooked, is Nikola Tesla. His work laid the foundation for much of the technology we rely on today, yet his life ended in obscurity, poverty, and neglect. From the moment you flip a switch to light your home, to the countless devices you charge on a daily basis, you are experiencing the fruits of Tesla's genius. Despite his monumental influence, Tesla died destitute and largely forgotten. His story is one of brilliance and betrayal, but also of innovation and sacrifice, qualities that continue to resonate today. A tragic end. On January 7, 1943, a maid at the New Yorker Hotel in New York City knocked on the door of room 3327. When she received no response, she entered the room to find the lifeless body of an elderly man. The man, an 86-year-old inventor, had made the hotel his home for the last decade of his life. His name was Nikola Tesla. Once celebrated as one of the world's greatest inventors and visionaries, Tesla spent his final years in isolation, impoverished and forgotten. He subsisted on a meager diet of warm milk and crackers, and spent much of his time feeding pigeons in the park. The man who had given the world the electric motor, the alternating current, AC system, and wireless communication, died alone in debt, with few recognizing his monumental contributions to science and technology. How did this happen? How did someone who changed the world with his inventions fall into such obscurity and ruin? The child of light. Tesla's remarkable journey began far from the streets of New York City. He was born on July 10, 1856, in Smiljan, a small village in what is now Croatia, then part of the Austrian Empire. His birth coincided with a violent thunderstorm. Family lore suggests that his mother, Georgina, saw the storm as an omen, believing it was a sign that her son would be a person of great destiny. In contrast, Tesla's father, a priest, had hoped that his son would follow in his footsteps and become a writer. However, young Nikola was drawn to science, particularly the study of electricity, a field that would become his lifelong obsession. Tesla exhibited extraordinary intellectual abilities from an early age. His photographic memory allowed him to memorize entire books, and he had an almost innate understanding of mathematics and engineering. As a child, he would often conduct rudimentary experiments with materials he could find, and he believed that electricity was the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. Tesla's formal education took him to some of Europe's most prestigious universities, including the Technical University of Graz in Austria and the University of Prague. Despite his academic prowess, he encountered significant financial difficulties throughout his studies. These challenges followed him throughout his career and would become a central part of his life story. Tesla's deep curiosity and obsession with scientific discovery often left him on the fringes of financial stability, and many of his revolutionary ideas would go unrecognized during his lifetime. The rivalry with Edison. Tesla's most famous and contentious rivalry was with Thomas Edison, another American inventor whose name is often associated with the invention of the light bulb. Edison was a passionate advocate for direct current, DC electricity, while Tesla championed alternating current, AC, a technology that would ultimately prove to be far superior in terms of long-distance electrical transmission. Tesla worked briefly for Edison in the United States, where he was tasked with improving Edison's DC-based systems. However, Tesla soon grew disillusioned with Edison's methods, which he felt were based more on business interests than scientific truth. Tesla believed that AC was the key to unlocking the future of electricity, and he eventually left Edison's company to pursue his own work. The war of currents between Edison and Tesla became a public spectacle. Edison, ever the shrewd businessman, launched a smear campaign against Tesla's AC system, even going so far as to publicly electrocute animals to demonstrate the dangers of AC. Tesla, undeterred, continued to refine his AC technology, and with the help of financier J.P. Morgan, he was able to successfully demonstrate its viability at the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. By the late 1890s, Tesla's AC system became the dominant method of electrical power transmission worldwide, cementing his place as one of the greatest inventors in history. The Wardenclyffe Tower, a vision of the future. One of Tesla's most ambitious and visionary projects was the construction of the Wardenclyffe Tower on Long Island, New York. Tesla believed that the tower could be used to wirelessly transmit electricity over long distances, offering the world a source of free and abundant energy. He envisioned a world where power could be distributed without the need for traditional power lines, making electricity universally available and accessible. Unfortunately, Tesla's grand vision for the Wardenclyffe Tower was never fully realized. He ran out of funding, and the project was ultimately abandoned. In the years that followed, the tower was dismantled, and the idea of wireless power transmission was shelved. Despite this failure, the Wardenclyffe Tower remains a testament to Tesla's forward-thinking mind. His ideas about wireless communication and the potential for energy transmission without wires were far ahead of their time. Today, technologies like wireless internet and the concept of free energy echo the principles Tesla pioneered, though they were never fully implemented in his lifetime. A life of struggle and triumph. Throughout his career, Tesla faced significant financial hardship, often struggling to make ends meet. Although he was a brilliant inventor, he was not a savvy businessman. He lacked the ability to capitalize on his inventions, and many of his ideas were stolen or co-opted by others, including Edison, who was quick to take credit for innovations that were not his own. Tesla's financial woes were compounded by his eccentric personality and obsessive work habits. He had an intense fear of germs and a deep aversion to certain numbers, particularly the number 3. These quirks, combined with his single-minded devotion to his work, led to increasing isolation from the rest of society. Despite these challenges, Tesla continued to make groundbreaking discoveries. He developed the Tesla coil, an invention that would later play a crucial role in radio transmission and television technology. He also conducted early experiments with X-rays, years before they were widely understood. His research in electromagnetism and wireless communication laid the groundwork for technologies that would revolutionize the modern world. In his later years, Tesla became increasingly reclusive. His health began to deteriorate, and his financial situation became dire. Yet, even in his isolation, Tesla remained convinced that his ideas could change the world. He continued to work on his theories, developing new concepts for wireless energy and envisioning a future that was more interconnected and energy efficient than anything anyone could have imagined. A legacy rediscovered. Despite his death in obscurity, Tesla's legacy has experienced a resurgence in recent years. As modern technologies continue to evolve, many of the ideas Tesla pioneered have become fundamental to how we live today. His work with alternating current AC power transmission became the foundation for modern electrical grids, and his theories on wireless communication laid the groundwork for technologies like radio, television, and the Internet. In recent years, Tesla's name has gained widespread recognition, thanks in part to the success of Tesla Motors, an electric vehicle company named in his honor. The company's success in revolutionizing the electric car industry has brought Tesla's name back into the public consciousness, cementing his reputation as one of history's most important inventors. Tesla's contributions to science and technology are immeasurable, and his influence is still felt in the devices and technologies we use every day. His work paved the way for innovations in wireless communication, power distribution, and energy efficiency. His visionary ideas about energy, communication, and the future of technology continue to inspire scientists, engineers, and innovators around the world. the forgotten genius who lit up the world. Tesla's life story is one of tragedy, perseverance, and unmatched genius. Despite his brilliance, he was never able to achieve the recognition or financial success that many of his contemporaries enjoyed. He spent his final years isolated and impoverished, but his work continues to shape the world in profound ways. Tesla was a true pioneer, a man ahead of his time. His vision for a connected world powered by wireless energy and communication has become a reality in many ways. Though he may have been forgotten during his lifetime, his legacy will continue to inspire future generations of scientists, inventors, and dreamers. Nikola Tesla may have died alone and penniless, but his ideas have endured, and the world he envisioned is coming to fruition. His story is a testament to the power of creativity, the importance of perseverance, and the unyielding pursuit of knowledge. He was, without a doubt, one of the greatest minds the world has ever known.